Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, Vet07, and today we're going to be taking a look at Naruto's new buff. I literally can't find it in the Discord. I don't know why. I swear I saw it. They said slightly increased damage, and then they decreased the cost of him. And then they didn't mention this, but they also changed one of his AoEs, which is massive. I'll show that here in a second. But we're basically going to be comparing his DPS to Igris, Sung Jin-woo, Tengen, and Akaza. And we're going to let all their passives stack up, or I'm going to at least try. And then we'll go ahead and compare it to Naruto, because they're going to need their max passives. Naruto is actually insanely strong. Also, I'm going to ask a favor. Can you guys subscribe? We're almost at 10,000 subscribers. I'd really appreciate it. And while you're at it, please like the video. And let's get straight into it. Alrighty, so we have our farm maxed out. I only brought one just so I could bring more mythics to compare. So the strategy basically is to just place them all down. Farm their passives. I need Sung Jin-woo though to just be maxed out first, so he could start farming job request to get that 40% damage. I got Tengen down to stack his passive where he'll get 30% minus SPA. Akaza will need a boss to stun him, so hopefully a boss can come around and stun him and give him 33%. Naruto's already stacked. I basically need the ability for Sung Jin-woo to buff Igris, which we'll do soon. And then all I gotta do is wait. Oh, also one more thing I wanted to go over is obviously they all have different traits. They all have different stats. But it's not like I have Monarch on one and then Solar, right? They all have similar traits and stats. So let's go over all the stats really quick. Tengen, Blitz, SZS, which is good. Sung Jin-woo's all S. Igris has a God AS. Bad trait though. You could do good the traits down low. Naruto has ASA, and Akaza has ASA as well. Alright, finally, I've done what I want with this crap money unit. We have maxed out every single mythic here except Naruto, because I want to go over Naruto about his new AoE. So first, Tengen. Tengen has 2.9k DPS. We're just taking into account DPS right now. We'll go over passives and AoE and all that in a little bit. But in terms of DPS right now, Tengen has 2.9k. Pretty solid. Sung Jin-woo, 4.1k. Let's pop his ability really quick so I can buff Igris. So 4.1k, that's extremely high. I believe it's the highest DPS in the games currently. Maybe Rengoku might have more. So Igris, fully max, has 2.9 thousand DPS. About the same as Tengen right now. A little bit more than Tengen. So this is fully buffed Igris. Naruto isn't upgraded. And then let's pop Akaza's ability. 2.5k. So not bad. Not as good as Tengen or any of these other characters. But do keep in mind, I do not have this this right here, the 33% damage. Oh, sorry, this one right here, the 33% damage. Because every time he gets stunned, he gets up to 33%. So I do not have it. So he could get a little bit more. Maybe tie Tengen in DPS. But he's decent. So now that we have all the mythics completely stacked up with passives, including Naruto as well, let's go ahead and upgrade Naruto. So Naruto, in my opinion, was the best starter unit on this upgraded. So they actually changed Tail Beast Bomb. So this was a really, really good upgrade, really good damage, good SPA, good range, good AoE. But I used to just put 4 Narutos down and leave him on this upgrade to keep the cone. Now he has an even bigger cone. So that means that I can get 6 more upgrades on him, and he does 8,000 damage, 4.1 SPA, 42 range, with a huge cone. So this is an insanely good progressive unit. But in terms of DPS, let's go ahead and try to max him out really quick. Here comes a boss too. Don't have to worry about that. Maybe he could actually stun our Akaza. Oh wait, he did? Oh, he did. I think he did. Did he? I don't know. Anyway, I think he did actually. Anyways, let's go ahead and upgrade Naruto to max. So let's go ahead and take a look at the stats. 14.4k damage, 4.1 SPA, 53 range. Stats are really good. What's the DPS on this unit? 3.5k. 3.5k. Let's go over the DPSs again. Higher than Tengen, a little less than a fully stacked Sung Jin-woo, a lot more than Igris. And a lot more than Akaza, even with ability. 2.5k with ability. 3.5k. Why is nobody talking about this? He is extremely, extremely strong. Like, he does good damage, insane SPA with good range. The only thing that holds him back is this circle right here. But insane DPS. And if we look at costs as well, he's 17,000. Look at the sell button, 17,000. So he's less than Akaza, less than Egress. Let me click on Sung Jin-woo. Less than Sung Jin-woo. And less than Tengen. Let's look at the sell button. 17,000 to sell. And all these are above 23k. So he's OP. So the thing about this is that there's a speedrunning event going on right now. And you're basically trying to clear it the fastest. Naruto, you could place 4 or 5. You can place 4 Narutos. But he's really cheap. Or cheaper than other mythics, at least. Has insane DPS. So yeah, basically Naruto is just really retarded. Nobody's talking about this. Unfortunately, I couldn't find what they exactly said in the Discord. I don't know why. I looked through the patch notes and I couldn't find the Naruto buff because I remember what they said. Slightly increased damage and changed the cost, like lowered the cost. They didn't say anything about the AoE, but that AoE is insanely nice. This is a huge W. I'm super glad that they did this. Now, if they just buff his last AoE, he could rise to the top. Like I said, the only thing holding him back is the circle, but he's really, really good for boss rush, I think, or the new event. Because Tengen is there for ad clearing, so basically just getting rid of all these little guys. And then Naruto could be there for just the boss, and also help with ad clearing. But until the boss gets there, he gets DPS the boss. Because the thing with Sung Jin-woo is that you have to fully stack his passives in order to get 4.1k DPS. So it's only possible in infinite mode to really get 4.1k. You could usually get around 3,000 or 3.5k, maybe 3.5k in the boss rush. But you're definitely not going to be able to stack his passive completely because they're too strong. You can't let him have all the kills. You have to have Tengen down and then Sung Jin-woo. So that's kind of the flaw. So this is the highest DPS unit, I believe, that you can run inside the boss rush event. So let's just go over this again, right? 2.5, 3.5, 2.7, 4.1, 2.9. He's busted. Now, if we take everything into consideration, Tengen's full AoE. Sung Jin-woo has a decent circle with an ability. Egress is full AoE with good passives. Akaza can't be stunned in his ability, but it's kind of mid. He's kind of mid because it's only like a 30-second uptime, or like 20 seconds. So he's all right. He does have good DPS though, decent DPS at least. So yeah, definitely. This character's broken. So hopefully people stop dissing Naruto because I see a lot of people hating on Naruto right now. Like, people don't understand how good he is. People think he's one of the worst mythics in the game. He has really, really high DPS and is also insanely cheap and is also a really, really good progressive unit. Like, just with a few upgrades, he starts with a cone and then with just a few more upgrades, he gets a massive cone. Insanely good, insanely strong character. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please like and subscribe. We're almost at 10,000 subscribers. Also, liking the video helps the video out by just getting into the algorithm. So I really appreciate all the support. Also, Naruto is low-key really, really strong. One of the highest DPSs in the game. AoE does hold him back a little bit. I do need to do some testing in the boss rush speedrun event, where he actually might be able to he might be meta for it. He does really good DPS. He might take the spot for Vegeta, because Vegeta does do double damage to bosses, and is a really good starter unit, but Naruto's really strong maxed out, cheap, and also is a really good starter unit. So he actually might be able to take the place of Vegeta. So I'm going to test that a little bit, and if he might be meta, I might post a video on Naruto, with Naruto in the speedrun. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys in the next one.